I was called by a board of directors one time a couple of years ago. They said, we just found out we have no cash. The CEO's been lying to us, and we need to shut this thing down immediately. Well, it turns out there was a deal on the table for a buyer, a Fortune 500 company, to buy this company for $50 million. And the CEO was trying to extend the runway. So he was going to payday lenders, essentially, the hard money lenders that are so prevalent today, and borrowing money $250,000 at a time, week to week, to meet payroll, without telling the board. He insisted that that was his threshold of borrowing without permission. So he had racked up 8 or 10 of these and couldn't get the deal across the finish line in time, and eventually it caught up with him and it crashed. So the board decided to terminate everybody immediately, stop the burn, and essentially they had zero cash. They brought us in. We became the 𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴. Now, we did run a sale process very quickly for the technology. And it turns out that this Fortune 500 company was actually pleased to buy the technology and didn't as much care about the team. So they were still at the table. We ultimately came back with them and they said, well, we're not going to pay $50 million anymore, but we'll pay 15 for the technology since it's so broken. So we did that deal. The buyer was thrilled to be able to get such a large discount. The technology and indeed the brand name lived on. And that $15 million was enough to repay the senior secured lender in full. That was a great outcome, at least for the debt holders. Certainly equity was out of the money, as we said, but it was a way to resurrect the transaction without going through months and months of a bankruptcy court, resurrecting a deal, albeit at a discount, that allowed certain assets to live on and value to be gotten out of the transaction. And that lender is a good partner of mine today. So that was a great outcome. But that was probably the closest thing I've come to fraud. But it happens. People try to extend the runway. They get scared, and bad things happen.